Welcome to After the Final Pour / Malted Mini, brought to you by the Malting Hour. I am one of your hosts, Tony Golick, joined always with
Brandon Winninger.
Clark. Can you shut up and stop slamming stuff over there in the fire pit? Thank you. Brandon, how you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. This is one of the first, I think this is the only time we've ever done this. I'm out in Michigan and you're in Chicago. I'm sitting in front of a fire with Clark as we're watching football, and there's a whole bunch of smoke coming at me right now from a fire.
Nice.
Clark's in the background. Clark, say hello.
Hello.
Okay, there's Clark. It's the first time he's been on in three years. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man.
How's your weekend been?
Not too bad. Today was kind of low key. Becca went out shopping most of the day, so Benjamin and we grilled up some hot dogs and Italian sausage for the Bears game that I didn't get to watch. I just listened to because he was
nice.
Bogart. He was Bogart in the TV. Yeah, not too bad. Did some cleaning, and yeah, we got a lot of stuff from Sam's Club. So good.
That sounds like a really good, wholesome, family day.
Yeah. How's your weekend been?
Pretty good, man. Clark and I came up here from Michigan as we normally do for the first week of the NFL. Did a couple of brewery stops yesterday and came back here, hung out, watched Ghostbusters 2. So that was good. Clark is not a fan of Frozen Empire. I don't get that. I just think he's dumb for it.
Yeah.
And we've been outside all day watching football. The Bears won, so that was super exciting. We also, we're recording this now at, what is it, 7? What time is it in Chicago right now?
7:54.
Yeah. So it's 8:54 here in Michigan. We started having beers at 11:30, which would be 10:30 Chicago times. So, yeah, a lot of Coors Light. One Bourbon County, one Revolution Vanilla Death, I think from 2021. So that was pretty good. Bears won, so there's a bunch of celebration beers from there. We're still cooking some ribs. We smoked them for 3 hours. We're about an hour and a half in the second hour of cooking it, so we'll have one more hour after that and eventually be able to eat dinner. Yeah. So we did get wings from Wingstop, so we did have that. We did have food throughout the day, but it's been a fun celebratory day. Good first week for the NFL, especially for the Bears.
Nice.
And the Packers lost on Friday, so we can't complain about that.
No, you can't. That was lovely.
I'm not happy about the Jordan Love injury. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but
no, it is what it is.
Oh well. What are you drinking tonight, buddy?
I am drinking a beer from Drekker's Brewing. It's called There Will Be Prrt. Prrt. There will be Prrt.
Have we had this? Wait, haven't we had this one?
I don't know. I searched and I looked for pictures, and we may have had it. I don't know if we had it on an episode.
I think we had it on an episode.
Yeah, if we did, it's a repeat.
Too fucking bad. Now it's a new palette.
It was canned in January, so
there's a good chance we may have had it.
Yeah, I went back and looked. I didn't see anything, but you never know. You never know.
Also, by the way, I apologize if you can hear the Lions and Rams game in the background. I can hear it in my headphones. I am outside, just set up on the computer with the microphone in front of me. So I apologize if you can hear the game.
Don't apologize.
Just accept it. How do you feel? What kind of beer is this?
It's a strawberry milkshake beer.
Ooh, nice.
And it is milkshakey. This
Holy
thing.
Shit! Yeah, now I can see it. Even though it's it's. We don't have the clearest video between the two of us. Even though I'm in the dark and black and white, I can see how cloudy that is.
Yeah, totally cloudy. Yeah, and I was just kind of cruising back on the website too. I got this. I believe somebody brought this for the Super Bowl, I think, and we never got to it. Okay. And I think we had one. I'm going back. I'm all the way back to April, and we never. And if we didn't take a picture of it, then that's on us. But either way, it might be a repeat. And for being as old as it is, this is still pretty damn tasty. I think the vanilla has fallen off quite a bit. but the strawberry is very, very present. And the description of it says it's a geyser of strawberry milkshake brewed with vanilla ice cream, strawberry, and piles of vanilla beans. This beer is so
Oh.
delicious you'll need to watch out so your neighbors don't drink it up with their giant straw. And then, anyone feel like bowling? I don't know where that comes from, but whatever.
I guess we're missing. We might be missing the reference on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, the name seems familiar to me, and it's. I mean, if you didn't find it in the research, I guess maybe we haven't had it.
yeah. I think I had two of them, and I think we drank. I feel like we did drink one, but it may have been one of those days where we're like, we're not going to record, and we had something. So, either way, I didn't look to see if I checked this in before, but I'm pleasantly surprised. And I grabbed it specifically because like milkshake beers are not usually my go-to.
Yeah.
Because it was either going to be this or that the half acre that you left here, the lager.
Yes, my beer of the summer is what I've claimed that one to be.
And I had one, and it's fantastic. So
Yeah, it's really good. Green Torch is a really good lime lager. It's a fantastic beer, and I really fell in love with it. And man, I it just the name of that beer that you're drinking right now just sounds so familiar that I feel like maybe you and I have drank it without recording. And
yeah,
if I remember, I feel like it was a good beer.
yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I wish I don't I'm say I wish there was a little more vanilla. I don't remember, if and when we had this that there was a ton of vanilla, but like, dude, like, even like just drinking it, like look at it just like leaving all over the
Dude,
glass. Like,
yeah, it looks it looks like a beer. It reminds me of the one. What was the Harbor Brewing when we had that the one that was the sour that tasted like a bomb pop but wasn't
uh,
supposed to be the bomb pop beer.
yes, yep,
That's kind of what it looks like.
yep. Nice dirty glass. Love it.
Do you have another one of those left, or is that it?
That's it.
Okay,
We're
bummer.
gonna have to make a trek to Drekkers. Where are they? I think this
Where's
is.
Drecker's at?
I wanna say Asheville, and then I want to lie to myself.
Don't lie to
Yeah,
yourself, dude. Be
yeah.
honest. Always be honest.
Let's see. Well, I'm looking at the Untapped. Oh, it's Fargo, North Dakota. What am I thinking? Asheville. Yeah,
Jesus.
it's North Dakota.
Well, I wish we had a video version of this podcast just because I look so ominous. It looks like there's a fire. It's just so smoky in my
Maybe it's
video.
just
Like,
ghosts over your head.
oh no.
It's the Frozen Empire coming to kill fucking Clark. Stupid
Yeah,
bitch,
Clark.
not liking my movie.
Yeah, what a dumbass. He's not even around me right now for me to give him shit for him to try and defend like why he doesn't like it. What an idiot. But we did watch Ghostbusters 2 last night, which was kind of fun. It's kind of become a
Nice.
tradition. It was very cold here yesterday. It was very windy. It was definitely more fall-like weather than it has been in years
Yeah.
past. There's bugs collecting on my laptop right now as I'm out here. That's kind of gross. Yeah, it was, but it seemed very it seemed like the right time to watch something like Ghostbusters. We had an Imperial pumpkin beer from Shipyard, and
Ooh.
Clark and I were trying to remember if we had that on an episode in the past. I don't expect you to know it off the top of your head. Maybe we'll go back and look, but it was an Imperial pumpkin beer. It was it was very good, but we split the 16-ounce can. We drank like half of the pour that we had given to each other, and we were like, "Oh, this is too much right now." It's my first pumpkin beer of the year.
Oh, I had bought. Speaking of pumpkin, I bought this the other day. I was at. Anytime I go to Mariano's, I know the one on Elston has like the bargain cheese section, and
Oh
it's
yes,
everything
we
that's like
talked about this. Yeah,
yeah. So that section that's everything's like $5 or less, and it's like probably like the end cuts of cheese, and they just package them up and throw them in there. And there was a pumpkin Gouda. And I got
I
it,
want to try that so bad.
and I gave some to Becca, and she's like, "This is gross," and I was like, "It's okay." And then like I had a little more. I'm like, I actually really, really like this.
Yeah, I really want to try that. Do we think maybe we record the pumpkin episode sooner than later? We want to
Probably.
have. I mean, let's try and
If we
get
want to
producer
have
with that.
pumpkin beers.
Yeah, we have to record it soon and then release it around Halloween. Um, we should save that for the pumpkin episode. There was an Elysium. Is that how you pronounce it? ELY. I mean, it's an AB InBev craft beer brewery now. Elysium.
Elysian, yeah.
Yeah, they have like a pumpkin mix pack that I saw out here
Ooh.
today, and Clark was like, "You should grab that," and I was like, "Don't tell me what to do, Clark."
And then you grabbed it.
No, but I might grab it tomorrow on the way back home. But yeah, but I feel like we're still at a good time to grab some pumpkin beers. But I want to try it. But I think that'd be a fun thing to do for the pumpkin beer episode.
Yeah. Speaking of beer, what are you drinking?
You tell me. I told you to write it down because I can't see in the dark. I know it's from Transient.
It is Transient's Northerly, which is an English style brown ale brewed in collaboration with Roaring Table.
So we stopped over at Transient yesterday. It was one of our last stops, and we had two barrel aged beers from them. Which, by the way, I did grab one for you and I to try. Whether it's an after the final pour or just you and I do it just
Yeah.
hanging out, that's fine. Stop. Okay, Clark is now throwing things. That's
What an asshole.
good. Stop being a dick, dude. Not
That's
cool.
why we don't invite you on anymore.
That's why you're not on the show anymore. He went back inside. It was really fun. Good beers. One was called oh shit. One was a reserve that had maple, like they were kind of the same type of beer, the barrel aged beers that we had. One was aged in Weller barrels that also had maple syrup and tugboat coffee, and the other one was like aged in some barrels, and it said 1 to 4 years, which was like, how do you not know how long that beer was aged? That also had maple syrup and coffee added to it, tugboat coffee to it. The one that I bought, the reserve, was my favorite of the two. And so I got that one. So you and I'll try that. But this is a brown ale. And I specifically, as you guys know, love brown ales. I also grabbed this because my boss's boss does like brown ales as well. And I said, when I go up to Michigan this weekend to watch some football, if I find a brown ale, I will bring it back. And so that's why I grabbed this. I gotta be honest, this is a perfect fall time beer. I gotta say it's probably like 60 degrees right here in Michigan, right here off of literally maybe 100 feet from Lake Michigan. It's a really nice night. It's way warmer than it was last night when it was like fucking 40 degrees. It's drinking great. It's really good. It's not too hoppy. There's a little bit of sweet maltiness to it that you would get from a brown ale, like slight roastiness, but not too roasty that would make you think it's a porter. Very delicious. Very, very good.
Nice. The reserve, was that the Buckley Reserve that you got?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That is it.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
That is
15.5%. Nice.
Yeah. We did really well. We started at Seeds, had two there that were like very low alcohol. Oh no, I take that back. We went to Burnham Brewing in Indiana. That was a lot of fun. I have a beer from them as well for you to try. It's a juicy, hazy IPA, very good, called Juice Puns. But we tried their Harvest Ale that was really good. I wanted to get a lager from them they didn't have, but I had a Pilsner instead, so it was very good. Good
You
stuff.
did check it. You checked into a pale ale.
Oh, sorry. Yep, it was a pale ale, not a Pilsner.
Coconut.
Hey, thanks. Yes, cocoa notes. The coconut was lacking, but everything else was really good as far as a pale ale goes. This is why it's kind of a after the final pour, because I've been drinking for a while. This is an after final pour for me. After the final pour for me. Jesus Christ. Really, really going hard. Really going hard today. We're about to eat dinner soon, hopefully.
It's going to be breakfast.
Not a bad idea. All the beers that I've had on the trip so far has been great. And not so far. I mean, this is it. I did not try this beer yet. Like I said, I bought this specifically because I wanted to bring a brown ale home, give it to my Boss. It's really good. It's hitting all the notes that I want from a brown ale, so I'm super excited to have a good brown ale. It's been a while since I've had a brown ale.
Nice.
Brandon, how many shakes of the milk would you give the?
I'm gonna go.
From the beer.
I'm gonna go ahead and give this. I'm gonna give it a solid 4.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah, I think fresher might be a little bit better because I think that vanilla would come through a little more and would definitely give it more of that milkshake vibe. Because in the description it said they brewed it with ice cream, which
that sounds
if they actually did.
Sounds I can't imagine them not doing it. I mean, you got to be honest about that stuff when you're saying what you're brewing beers with.
Yeah, and I followed the directions on the can. I rolled it a couple of times before I cracked it just to make sure.
Good move.
I think that's why I got all those lovely floaties. But yeah, it literally it doesn't taste like fake strawberry. It's got that like real like strawberry, real strawberry flavor, almost like a puree in there. And it's
nice.
Yeah, it's good, man. I would definitely do this one again.
It does sound delicious. I think maybe we have had that before, but I can't really go back to a reference point. The name sounds familiar.
And for your beer, let's see, what the fuck are you drinking again? How many compasses pointing northerly are you going to give this beer?
I am also going to do a 4.0 because this is just a solid brown ale. It's very tasty. I'm looking forward to drinking it this week. I need to recover for the next couple of days, even though tomorrow is, or as this episode is out, Monday Night Football is being played. I'm going to give it a little bit of a break. It's been a long.
Can't hear you.
Yes, sorry about that. The recording cut out. I apologize. My cord is, I don't know if it's the microphone or the cord itself. I'll have to figure that out. But yes, solid weekend of drinking. The beers are good. Hey, Clark, say hello one more time.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, there's Clark. Do you guys remember him? Nobody does. Who cares? I'm very excited to bring back some beers for you, Brandon, for you to try. We definitely have an After the Final Pour coming up for us, or, could be a part of a, episode. Clark does want to come back for the pumpkin episode if possible. Brandon, how do you feel about that? Brandon says no, Clark.
That's a great idea.
He says he's saying yeah, it's a good idea, but he's shaking his head no.
Yikes!
Yipers! Oh boy. Yeah, man. I'm
the day I get invited to Michigan is the day Clark gets invited back to the show.
The day he gets invited to Michigan is the day you come back on the show.
Tomorrow.
Okay, he's inviting. He said you can come up tomorrow.
Tomorrow tonight.
Tomorrow night. Come up now.
Yeah.
Come up now, dude. It'll be so much fun. There's ribs. It's gonna be awesome.
I'll be there in 10.
He'll be here in 10 minutes. Jesus, dude, that's fast as fuck.
Just go straight across the lake.
It's not a bad idea. I got a handful of beers that I'm looking forward to bringing over and sharing, whether we do it on the podcast or not. But some fun beers. I think you'll like them. But yeah, this brown ale is fantastic. Glad I got it, and always happy to have a really good brown ale. Shut up, Clark.
He's trying to make himself much on the episode.
I'm still, even though you say my name at the end of the episode, I'm trying to make myself relevant now, but I won't come on the podcast. I told him to jump on. We'll do it together. He was like, I'm not doing that.
It's cool. You don't want to hold on to that pumpkin beer that I wanted to share with you all.
I'm going to edit that out.
You should.
Not going to. All right. Well, Brandon, I love you, buddy.
Love you too, man.
And we'll see everybody next week.
Bye.
Go Bears.
No, Brandon, I miss him, and I want to talk to him soon.
This has been The Malting Hour. Be sure to follow us on all social media by searching The Malting Hour and at themaltinghour.com. You can also follow us individually on social media. Brandon can be found on Instagram as BMDub81, on Twitter, BDub81, and on Untapped as BDubDrinksBeer. Tony can be found on Instagram and Untapped under Ace of Help Chicago, on Twitter, The Ace of Help Chicago. Clark can be found as Clarkowski on all three. Dan can be found on Instagram as Hip @__hops and hip hops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like, and rate the show on your preferred podcast listening platform. Until next time, cheers from all of us at the Malting Hour.